Hey there everyone, this is TuddFudders, and today I'm going to teach you how to play the T95 professionally. I've had the T95 for like 2 days, and I can pwn all scrubs in it that get in my way, or happen to get in my way. So, I'm going to teach you how to professionally play it, like, not a scrub. So I guess the first place to start would be the history of the T95. You see, I think the Americans learned after that scene in Saving Private Ryan where all the Americans got their asses kicked by like 20 Germans with 3 machine guns, that they would kind of need like a tank, to break a defensive line that might have like giant bunkers of death. You see, I think the Americans actually did try to float a few Shermans to the beach, but just like Tom Hanks knew, flimsy handcrafted flotation devices don't work with waves. Flimsy 30-ton handcrafted flotation devices also don't work any better.
This is the 75mm diameter round of the Sherman.
Not to mention a Sherman's pea-shooting 75mm wouldn't have done much at all to those concrete bunkers of death. So after the Americans got done having sloppy seconds with the Germans' ex-girlfriends, the French, I think someone told them they would have to go against an even bigger line of concrete bunker of death called the Siegfried Line. So the T95 was basically made to blow up the whole Siegfried Line while everyone cowardly hid behind it. Even smaller tanks will hide behind you, the most ironic being a T30, seeing how someone forgot to mention a heavy tank should probably have good frontal armor, which the T95 fills in for, over 305mm of it. It's still pretty much invincible to everything.
Its thick armor was nearly impervious to any conventional land artillery.
Except that, which is a lie in this game. Still, besides that one issue, this tank just bounces everything. Imagine the look on the Germans' faces when they saw the Americans actually had someone that didn't die in one shot. Sadly, it was never actually used in combat, most likely because it took too long to get to the battle. In fact, let me show you a whole entire montage of me trying to get to the battles. Now before you even play the T95, the first thing you're going to hear from the haters is that this tank is slow. And yes, while Roosevelt could probably outrun this thing in a wheelchair, I don't understand why that's a negative. In fact, one of the biggest problems I have while playing World of Tanks is that sometimes my real life interferes. And with the T95, I can balance my gaming and my real life easily. Want to make a sandwich? Just press R 3 times, and by the time you yell at your mom and she makes you a sandwich in the kitchen, you're already halfway to the battle. Besides, being slow actually kind of makes you feel a lot cooler and a lot more threatening. Just don't tell anybody that I only have a 105mm cannon. So how do you actually play the T95, you might be asking? Well, it's quite easy. First you try to find the most narrow checkpoint in the map and roadblock it. If there's only open fields and hills, I recommend you just defend your base. But you'll probably get really bored of that watching scrubs sit around, so I usually just charge in open because it's a lot more fun. Sometimes you might actually win a match because some idiots are so shocked by the sight of the T95 they'll just shoot the front with AP to confirm that it's actually real. In fact, these are some of the most fun matches because I feel like a Death Star, especially when you get the rape-tastic 155mm cannon. The same cannon that the T30 has. Except the T95 actually has armor. That's it. Honestly, I thought making a tutorial for people who got to a tier 9 tank was stupid, but some people will just never learn. To be more specific, make sure you always have teammate scrubs around you so while the enemy team concentrates on you, they forgot they have like 4 mediums tickling their backside. At least when you get singled out and killed, you at least know it took like half the team to even kinda rape you. In fact, it's not your fault you died. The best part is you can blame your teammates for being scrubs since they didn't help you. So in my closing comments, I can safely say you're now an expert in driving a T95. Great for you. Of course, I could go on way more in depth on how OP land artillery will kill you, because we all know how vulnerable the T95 is to conventional land artillery.
Its thick armor was nearly impervious to any conventional land artillery.
But that's a whole nother issue. So till next time, gamers, this is TuddFudders out, and always remember, the only thing worse than a wallet warrior is a scrub.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway